everyone, and welcome back to House of Mystery. So, today I want to talk about one of my all time favorite TV shows, and I hope that you all will understand why I'm putting it on here because I really tried to separate like crime series from mystery because pretty much any crime show that you have is a mystery because the cops are trying to figure something out. So, somewhere in my mind, I don't know if it works that way for everybody, but somewhere in my mind, those two things are just kind of different genres. But I have one that really, to me, even though it is a cop show, it falls under the mystery category. I don't know, because it isn't dark, it isn't depressing. Even though, yes, people are getting murdered, I don't consider it to be as serious as some of the other shows. And it just seems so much more wholesome. It has a totally different vibe than most of your shows. Not to say that I don't love like a CSI or an NCIS or something like that, because I definitely do, when I'm in the mood for it. But Monk is a show that is just completely different, and I give it a spot on my mystery category. And it is one of my definitely top five favorite shows of all time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then get excited because you have 8 seasons, 124 episodes that you need to catch up on for Monk. This originally aired on USA from like 2000 to 2008, starring the great Tony Shalhoub with an all-star cast, like just people who played off each other so well. They did such an amazing job, but he really made the show. I've never seen a character like this before. Sorry, my voice is going out a little bit, but um, he deserved every Emmy that he got for this because he just does such an amazing job playing Adrian Monk. So, Monk is this former San Francisco police detective, and he always had these quirks. He was OCD, and then he meets his wife, Trudy, and she kind of takes some of that away from him. He, learns to love life. He loves Trudy. He still, has his, things. He's afraid of germs and all those things, but he's able to live a productive life and be a police officer. Now, we don't really see that except sometimes in flashbacks. It picks up when Monk is really no longer on the force. His wife, Trudy, has been murdered in a terrible car bombing, which he thinks is meant for him. And we see him now just able to contract with the police because he is not mentally stable enough to actually be on the force. So he still works with the police and he has an assistant that has to help him. Now, the assistant changes after a couple of seasons. So I like the later seasons better when he has his assistant, Natalie. Now, there are some great episodes with the first assistant. Her name is Sharona. But I just like it better with Natalie. I am also not someone who normally likes the first season, mainly the first couple episodes of things, because it's like they're still trying to work out the kinks, and this show is no different. You have Adrian Monk, who is the main character, and then you have Stottlemyre, the like lead detective, his boss, and it kind of starts with them. It's like they don't get along, but in reality, like throughout the rest of the series, like they're best friends, even though Monk gets on his nerves and everything, they're friends. And the set is a little bit different, so they're just working out some kinks. It's not something that you necessarily have to watch in order, so just because I want you to love the show, I would maybe even skip the beginning. It's good too, but I think to appreciate the characters and everything, I would pick some other episodes, and I would love to make a video on my favorite Monk episodes. I just don't really know what they are right now because I love so many of them. So it's going to take me some time to narrow it down. But he is able to solve these cases because of the quirks that he has. He can sense anything that is out of place. His attention to detail is extraordinary. And so it's like something is off in the world when there isn't justice, when there is a murderer on the loose and something doesn't make sense and he just can't stand it. He has to solve it. But along the way, like he can't touch anything. He's very socially awkward. And it just makes for such a great comedy mixed in with these like mysteries that they're trying to solve. And like I said, it doesn't really follow the vibe of any other crime drama show. And it's set in San Francisco back when I feel like San Francisco was a little bit more idyllic than it is now. I mean, no offense if you love San Francisco, that's great. It just seemed like kind of a different time almost in the city, and it has that backdrop which is really cool. And like I said, the supporting cast is great, and then Tony Shalhoub as Adrian Monk and this like quirky detective. And you have the overarching, like he's constantly among all these other cases cases, trying to solve the death of his wife. It's like the one thing he can't solve. And so there's that constantly in the background too, and something that motivates him, drives him. And so it is just fantastic. I mean, it won Emmys for a reason. It is a show that, again, cozy mysteries should be right up your alley. I definitely say check it out. It originally aired on USA, and I'm pretty sure now you can get it on Peacock. And there may even be some, I think there's actually a Monk channel on YouTube. And then after the series, they made Mr. Monk's Last Case. They made a movie. This probably came out around 2020, so they're all a lot older. Movie's good. The TV show is better, but definitely if you like the show, watch the movie. But please check it out, or if you have seen it, let me know what your favorite episode is. I would love to know, and that's probably going to jog my memory because I'm just there's just so many. I can't really think of what I think the best episode is. But anyway, I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. As always, I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and stay mysterious.